I know this news is about a week or so old, and the reason I waited so long to talk about it is because A, a lot of stuff to talk about in between that time, and B, I wanted to see if DC and Warner Brothers would shed some more light on what was happening, or an official apology, or something. And because people always say I don't give anything a chance, I'll give it 5 more seconds to issue an apology. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, Kevin Angry. Cue title scene! I'm not a Marvel fanboy. I'm just saying what I think needs to get said. This is a open discussion topic. You all have your own opinions. Leave them in the comments below. I think it's a great subject to talk about. And, well, it needs to be addressed. Warner Brothers and DC, they've got to fail. Because guess what? This is continuing a disturbing trend. The idea of just releasing information, having everyone go crazy, and then canceling your plans after making it sound like you've committed to them. It started with the Justice League announcement, then it went on to this announcement, and now we've got this. I know it sounds insane to just judge things on 2 things, obviously a failed Justice League plan last year, and now all this going on, but it needs to be done. Because if this continues, everyone's going to do it. Next thing you know, we're going to get a Black Panther movie announcement, and then no Black Panther movie ever. DC and Warner Brothers has really screwed up this time. And don't hand me, I mean, I know it's important, but no one just say, oh, they need to rework the script to improve their vision. Guess what? The time to get your vision set was when you committed to this. When you made your announcement at Comic-Con, when you drove the whole world crazy. That was when you needed to commit to a vision and an idea. And the script is just your framework for that. To let the film be told, to do it right. DC and Warner Brothers is not doing that. They're just doing things to compete with Marvel and the Avengers. Guess what? If you keep doing this, sooner or later, we're going back to the bad days of Superman 4. We're right now living in the golden age of superhero movies, and it's got a lot to do with Nolan's Batman. And Man of Steel, look, I loved it. I want to see Man of Steel 2. I want to see Clark Kent get developed more. But it looks like it's just getting more and more swallowed into a Justice League movie, so that way we can compete with the Avengers. They're copying Marvel by forgetting the most important thing about what Marvel did. They had a plan, one they committed to, one where everything needed to be out by a certain time, and if a problem showed up, you fixed it. Iron Man 2 wasn't so good because it felt like Avengers Trailer 1. Make Iron Man 3 and have it focus mostly on Tony Stark. Iron Man 3 doesn't get well received because of too much comedy. Well, from the looks of it, Captain America won't have as much comedy. At least let's hope so. Or you get Thor, where I thought the comedy was more equally balanced. DC needs to commit to a plan, stick forward, and straight to it. That's the problem here. They're just throwing out story after story, cramming idea after idea into this without thinking about it. The reason Marvel works is because they are committed to this. That's why they do 2 movies a year. It's so that way they can keep their schedule intact and keep the fans entertained and keep giving us great stories and great movies. DC does 1 film a year. Now we're not even going to see something for another 2 years. DC's interest is going to drop a lot. And then I'm sure we'll get some awesome Batman vs. Superman trailers, and that's going to bring in the audience. But if it works and it succeeds, this is going to be the norm. Making huge, insane, crazy announcements, and then completely dropping the ball. Man of Steel 2 should continue the story of Clark Kent. Now we're shoehorning Batman and Wonder Woman in there. And there's rumors, again, rumors are rumors, don't take them too seriously, always with a grain of salt. But what if these rumors turn out to be true? That there's Flash and Green Lantern, and this is just a Justice League prequel or the Justice League movie itself. It means we got 2 to 3 announcements about this that weren't even it. I want DC to succeed. I want Warner Brothers to succeed. I want superhero movies to last the next cajillion years. But there needs to be a plan intact. They need to focus and figure out what they're going to do. And at this point, I think the only way to do that is if they fail and get a huge punch to the gut. When Green Lantern flopped, they probably just went back and said, Batman and Superman are two biggies anyways. It was a bad idea to begin with, and pull back on that and put everything in Dark Knight Rises. Now they're putting Batman into this Superman movie. And if this movie flops, that's what it's going to take for them to realize we need to seriously plan this out. We need to take our characters seriously and put everyone onto one focus and one thing and commit to it. Not this, we'll just change and move around everything whenever we feel like it. DC needs to commit, and that's what I want them to do. Do you want them to do that? I hope so. But like I said, leave a discussion topic type of comment thing in the comment section below. And as always, click here to subscribe and click that like button because I hope I get more positive news to announce at some point.